I probably shouldn't have done this. I'll pop for that. I'm cute healer.
Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Better is not the word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist. Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
But not die, just disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmor might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Thurs' command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Who cares about Lord Vothri?
Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity. Your uncertainty is understandable, given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then.
Oh, this is gonna be long, and I'm gonna be stuck not being... I'm gonna have to withdraw.
In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed.
Why do we have to show all this?
At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even
Light
here
is
in
just...
the flood-spared region of Northrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
The Light Wardens.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
I'll go reinforce.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
Oh, this is probably the dungeon.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Hallminster Switch is past these gates and through the woods. 'Tis not exactly a near neighbor to the Crystarium, but as we occupy the same region, we've built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? The town is beset by a swarm unlike any we've seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as half remain. Judging by the number of eaters present, we have good reason to believe that a Light Warden leads the attack. How convenient. It seems we'll have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. Huh. One does not simply slay a warden. Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside of them than all of their underlings put together. It can be struck down, eh? But its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Vile aether will billow outwards and envelop the nearest living being, a reckless young swordswoman perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Okay, the Exarch didn't tell us this. Ah, well, you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask that the guards stand down and allow us to engage this leader of eaters alone. Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if... Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well. Then our warden-slaying party shall include myself, the Levelers, Captain Lena, and last but not least, me! It's me! A formidable group indeed. Into Holminster we go. Once we reach the Light Wardens, do not hold back. We strike to kill. Alright. The instance dungeon encountered subsequent can be completed solo. Oh. This is the first time that I've seen this. I know that they did it. This is my first Shadowbringers dungeon. Exciting. Oh, easy. Quick. This is why we white mage. This is why we heal. What's wrong? Oh wait, those are all little... Okie dokie, Gnocchi. Oh no. Is that a bear? Oh. Oh, that bear got turned into an... They're turning bears into thingies? Oh my goodness. You're far up there, dude. Can't believe that the bears got turned. Oh man. So I feel like I'm not gonna be able to. Yeah. Oh my god. Why did you just walk through that, my guy? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. What do I have? What is this? Planetary Indulgence? So, Confession triggers and... Wait, hold on. Upon receiving HP, additional healing effect. What else do I have? I think that's it. That's the only thing extra that I have. Okay. Is this one of the Light Wardens? This is no MP. Okay. Let me wait a second, because I am definitely, oh my god. Just running out of MP. Oh, yeah. That's okay. Yeah, we just got here. Just finished up Alice's quest, who is so sad. Oh, that's what you, yeah. It was a pretty emotional part of the story. It was pretty emotional. Man. I gave it to myself? Why? Why did I do that? I'm gonna, oh shit. I'm gonna take me a piety tea. Because I'm running out. I need to put some piety stuff on it or something. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, you're fine. Ooh, is it cute? Okay. I'll read it. Yeah, dude. Dude. Oh my god. Oh god. God, he is. Okay. Oh. Really should be using it. Come back! Amulet of casting. Gauntlets of maiming. Tesleen. It's Tesleen! No! Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to be healing. I just got really upset because this is Tesleen. I don't know what this is. What is this? What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this? I declare thumb war. Lane, what are you doing over there? Give this a second. I don't want to run out of. Well, we killed Tesleen, everyone. Oh, wait, didn't I? I mean, it's cute. I'll greet it. Did I get the other one? Oh, I did get this. I got this one. Oh! Dare me like that. Oh. What is that? What's the recast? Oh, 1 minute. Not bad. Oh my god, I forgot I didn't even have. Probably. Oh my god, I thought I did use it! Oh shit, I didn't mean to. It was just like a 4 minute recast or something. 180 seconds. 3 minutes. I need to not have my lucid dreaming. Lake boot. Ooh, thigh boots? Do we like them? I don't hate them. Oh, who's it for? Rogue and Ninja? Oh, this was easy peas. Light Warden Philia. Wow, what an interesting design. I love it. Oh shit. Okay, I see what was happening there. Oh, that's gonna be me. I'm down for the count. Oh god, I don't know what just happened there. I don't know what just happened there. Oh god, seriously? Am I getting hit by that? Oh god, I'm getting hit. Oh shit. Oh, there's a... He's almost dead, so we might actually have it. I think they'll be fine. I think they're fine. Yeah, they're fine. So now what happens, I wonder? Because they said that something happens with the Aether. Pipeline codex? Amulet of casting. Okie dokie.
It's releasing its ether! Fall back! We cannot let it touch us! Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw!
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption.
Is it me?
The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you.
I mean, my team did it. I died at the end. So am I gonna become one of these things? I was the secret weapon, that's why they were waiting for me.
Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
Oh. Oh, look! Now it's nighttime! Oh, wow! Okay, cool. Everyone's so excited for nighttime. We did it!
Scar. It can't be.
What's happening?
It's so beautiful.
Sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
No, it's the Warrior of Light. Well, the Warrior of Darkness is also here. He visited us. He's got something to do with this too, to be honest.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true. My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? for the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet
And go
our
where, though?
victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion.
I've already
Not
forgotten
only
who
for
this guy
Thurs,
is.
but for the Source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed, but for the present, I beg you stay and see this fight to its conclusion.
Well, what else am I supposed to do?
Cast down the wardens and restore darkness to the
We haven't
first.
figured out how to go back. Oh wait, I can go back. Look!
On behalf of the first, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exar, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
He's an old man.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Look at Alice in his fancy
Come
clothing.
then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
Yay! We did it! Okay, what's next? Okie dokie, let's... I was gonna say let's queue for a Dute. I think I want to do right now. I'd queue tank for something. How quickly have you justified my faith in you? So many lives saved, and the sky itself heralds your success. A single victory in a larger struggle, perhaps, but a momentous one nonetheless. Yay! Now, as for how we proceed from here, the villagers we evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. They seem to be accepting their situation for the moment, Most folk are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. Aye. They whisper and wonder if the Warrior of Darkness has come. I saw him! Did you guys see him? He was back there. 'Tis to be expected. Ori, I may ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Seeing the light recede from Lakeland is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as the legendary Warrior of Darkness, I fear that, no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. I'm the Warrior of Darkness? I thought I was the Warrior of Light. I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more focused on Yulmore. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Vothri responds to all this. Many thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, a joy you surely brought into being. Ah, and I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. 'Tis my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden and has since departed for parts unknown. Yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folk not to question this either. Although I tend to be told the whole truth of it one day, about all of you. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And to think you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. And I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but I ask you to pass on a message on your way to the Pendants? Please, let Bragi know that we're bringing in a number of injured and that any restoratives in the markets need to be reserved for the infirmary. Got you, boo! I'm gonna go change my clothing. Got some stuff to add, too. We should start making our way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. It wouldn't do to arrive too soon after the Exarch. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Holminster. We already went through the village top to bottom, I will say. We should all take the chance to rest. You included. Oh. I knew one of those eaters. Yeah, that makes sense. So please, I just wish to be left alone for a while. And that means you as well, Corey. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. I promise to find you later, when I feel myself again. Just you and me then, shall we? Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there is something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night will be quite as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I shall take ye a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Bragi, I suggest you do the same. Sorry, we're rushed off our feet today, miss. Can I get you anything? Drinks around the house. Oh, that Bragi has a twisted sense of humor. To think he'd send you to me at a time like this. The first real night in 100 years has folk all riled up and then some. What's more, there was that eater business at home, Mr. Switch. They say a light warden was destroyed without a damn trace, and it was the Warrior of Darkness who did the deed. Yeah, that was me. I really must apologize for Glenard. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumor of the warrior's appearance was a spark to their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Did we put the bounty hunters out of their job? Bounty hunters out of their job? Aye, they swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Holminster for proof of that. But attacks on that scale don't happen every day, praise the blessed Shadow. Now, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again, an eater will leave the pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into on the road if your luck is foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the settlement council put bounties on their heads, and our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them were inspired by the warden slaying even more than most. These are the types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays, a class of eaters they've been dubbed the Cardinal Virtues. The Virtues showed up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, and when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors, well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. And if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as light wardens, not the kind of prey you can take down single-handed. Our virtue hunters had all but given up, but knowing the Warrior of Darkness is out there has lit a fire to the bellies. Just look at them. That Hume over there with the oversized sword is Granson. He's in it for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. The Mistil lad is Lou Reek. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He just lost a partner and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Sirig. Word he seeks an expert in magecraft to help fight the virtue he's after. Last we have Giot. Dwarf and drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with a healer and only a healer. Something about needing a mentor's wisdom? I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters. Who knows? Together you might even collect the bounty on a cardinal virtue. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. A separate questline and story is now available for tank, physical DPS, magical DPS, and healer roles. In order to reach the final stages of Shadowbringers' main scenario, you must complete at least one role quest line. Welcome back, miss. I wonder if anyone can sleep with the city in such an uproar, but will you be retiring to your quarters? I guess. Very good. In light of the present situation, I have had illumination prepared for all of our rooms. No need to rush to the markets for lanterns or candles. Have a pleasant rest, miss. When I go to bed, I put on, like, Bob's Burgers or other animated comedy. What was I putting on? I was watching American Dad for a while. But it's just like reruns. I've been through the seasons like 50 times. So I just don't watch TV. I really like watching television. I'm trying to get better because it's like a cultural thing. Like I want to be part of the culture, but I'm just bad at it. Thanks for the lurk. He's back. This guy's back.
So it's your lot's turn to be the Warriors of Darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
Been watching, have you? Oh yeah, they're my private quarters.
Aye, I know. Just the place. In case you've forgotten, you're the only one who can see me. If we had one of our little chats in public, people might start thinking you'd lost your wits. Those white-haired twins who were with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin? Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
Honey.
So this is what the light was hiding. She's here. I must go to her.
And who is this? She's talking about me? Oh, didn't they start making more Black Rose?
Intruders! Fan out and find them!
Oh, it's Eistenstein.
Out of my way!
Eistenstein.
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy.
And what is this, Galvus? Is his name? Gaius or Galvus?
When the alarm sounded,
Gaius.
I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the warrior of light from the jaws of death? Your armor is most distinct.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadowhunter.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Through no choice of my own. They tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause.
Wait, do you not like us on Einstein? Einsteinian?
Receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
Oh, are they talking about Tataru?
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
And Black Rose is...
What exactly does this black rose do?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Are we fighting?
Justinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once.
And now's the year
Since
is not
it
the
would seem we
place.
seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
Ha! From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radians said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
Okay, do we pretend to? Yes, we're heading outside. Oh, Yulmore has dispatched its military to Lakeland? Given the timing, one can only assume they do not welcome the return of night. Even now, the Exarch is in the Ocular, deliberating a response. Oh, Lord Vothry hated that.
You have come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands. Laxon Loft here in Lakeland. Yulmore has sent one of its airships.
Oh, because Vothries hates
They have
us.
questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
Vothries is angry.
The sky does rather give the game away.
But why would Vothry care?
It was inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
My lord, I am come with the Yulmoran emissary. May I show him in?
A moment, Captain, if you would. Everyone, gather round. I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish.
You made us invisible? Oh. Sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky.
Enter.
He was just in here talking to himself.
Well, well. The commander of the Yulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
Does he know we're here?
Is dead, Exarch.
Were your people responsible?
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own.
Yeah, why does Lord Valkyrie care?
What is interest in this?
His benevolence, Lord Vorthry, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and sin.
The Sin Eaters are killing the rest of us.
Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind. Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky.
Exactly.
If Yulmore considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution. Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
Can we just go kill Lord Valkyrie's?
Folly. The death of one or 1,000,000 Sin Eaters changes nothing. The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting corpse, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace.
Where people get eaten by Sun Eaters?
You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthry. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmore's mercy, promptly. One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistant. Know you of whom I speak?
Me? You're searching for me?
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
Why can't we just go punch this guy in the face? He knows we're here. That door looks really heavy.
Things, or did he just stare straight at us?
I fear he did. The General is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmore's army since before Vorthry's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Yulmore chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
'Tis noble of you to say, Master Alphino, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived. Yulmore has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade.
Then I'm the Warrior of Darkness. When did that happen?
Know this only too well, which is why,
because I brought back darkness?
I am certain they will fight to the last man. If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
He may have reason to delay.
To follow the extremes is to walk the path of a sin eater.
Loft were observed taking a prisoner. A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia.
Minfilia? Minfilia is here?
It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmore before commencing hostilities.
He took a Minfilia?
Generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
Is the Minfilia? We're looking for Minfilia.
Of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it. I think it best that you seek out Moren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you. Alphino, Alize, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
All right, though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about
Minfilia
making provisions
died
for war.
during the flood. And now we're going to war. Man, I really should do an NG+. Because I forget. The Worry of Darkness, is that the one that... the ghost that keeps popping up in our bedroom? Nuts to you. Hi, Fenris. How are you? Oh, you... oh, this is the Cabinet of Curiosity. Oh, there's an Aetherite here, too. We could have just Aetherited our way here. Yes, if you're after books pertaining to the Warrior of Darkness, I'm afraid most are out on loan at present. They are experiencing quite a surge in popularity. Oh, you wish to learn about the Oracle of Light? Then it would be my pleasure to assist. After I've finished off some few outstanding tasks, that is, while I attend to them, perhaps you could fetch me a book. The Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light, it's called. Though it's intended for younger readers, it provides an excellent summary of the subject matter, and the artwork is quite lovely. Besides, I would not hesitate to recommend it to anyone with an interest in learning about Minfilia. But you must see it for yourself. The book should be located on the level below. Should, I say, for while there is a place for everything here, not everything is always in its place, despite my best efforts. In short, if the book is not where it should be, it will almost certainly be somewhere it shouldn't. So, good luck. Thank you so much. Very helpful. That's very helpful. Thank you. Search the shelves. Always good things to glamour. All right, Morin, I have the book for you. Illustrated Tales. Yes, this is the one. I hope it wasn't too difficult to track down. I'm happy to say I've finished all my pressing tasks. If you want to call your friends over, we can begin learning at once. We can begin learning at once. Without further ado, then, it began 100 years ago when the flood of light threatened to swallow Norbant. Just as all seemed lost, a savior appeared who halted the all-consuming radiance, a maiden with hair of spun gold and eyes of clearest sapphire. Minfilia. Naught was known about her save that her name was Minfilia, and for delivering the realm, she came to be revered as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace, but 15 years later, her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. Minfilia! When Sin Eaters laid ruin to the kingdom of Vobert, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. One with hair of spun gold and eyes of clearest sapphire. She was hailed as the Oracle Reborn and came to likewise be called Minfilia. Enlisting in the Yulmorian army, this Minfilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. Like, as a child? What? Alas, like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her end in battle. Yet with her dying breath, she whispered into her grieving comrades, Minfilia will return. And true to her word, some years later, another young girl was discovered who possessed the self-same eyes, the self-same hair, and those self-same powers. She too took the name Minfilia. She too fought Sin-Eaters as a soldier of Yulmore, and she too fell in battle. Many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. Minfilia Reborn. And that concludes the tale. By their valor and sacrifice, these women have saved Norvant on numerous occasions, and were it not for them, we might never have learned of the Light Wardens and their nature. They sound like formidable— oh, this is Alice. What's my Alice voice? They sound like formidable warriors. Some, perhaps. The truth is rather less simple. Though the Oracle is reborn with certain common traits, she does not inherit the memories or the knowledge of her previous incarnations. All the Minfilias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harbored. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others did not, but all were made to face the Sin-Eaters, and all died to keep our hopes alive. What can you tell us of the current Minfilia? She was found by the Yulmoran army some 10 years ago and taken into their care. Or rather their custody. She was a prisoner in all but name, for by that time, under Lord Vothru's rule, Yulmore had already abandoned resistance in favor of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to the peace, and so they kept her under lock and key. Hi, May! For a long while, we heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain that she was alive, save that it was the Yulmorans' best interest for her to remain under their control. But then 3 years ago, a gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from their clutches, just like a hero from the tales. Indeed. I believe we now have a good grasp of Minfilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Morin. Might I trouble you for a word, Corey? Outside? Thank you, Morin. How are you today, Mei-Ling? Also, but also when I find one I really like, you hyper-focus on getting it. I understand that. That's how I was with the ARR extremes. I hyper-focused to get them. I've been doing a ton of crafting and stuff, though. Did my things sell? Oh, I priced them super expensive, though. Okay, so you're gonna speak with Afino. Oh, I'm not in the right. He doesn't like my outfit, Afino. He likes this outfit. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're trying to save up. We auctioned on a house too. Another one. 4 days. As you may have already surmised, the gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our own dear Thancred. They have since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had a chance to meet them. We know Minfilia journeyed here as Hydaelyn's emissary to halt the Flood of Light. It could only be her that the people of the First witnessed 100 years ago, the original Oracle of Light. Minfilia! But while there's plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesakes, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean they are not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I have no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. Regardless, the Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she has been captured, we must be certain he will not idly stand by. Here you go again, talking in your roundabout way. If you think we should rescue Minfilia, just spit it out. It just so happens I agree with you. It's quite clear that this Minfilia possesses Hydaelyn's blessing. And it wouldn't hurt to have a second such individual on her side, right, Corey? Once. How petty do I want to be? Once generally been enough, but fine. Quite. I see you've made up your minds. Exarch, what brings you here? A report and a proposal. First, the report. Our scouts have confirmed that the Yomoran forces at Laxton Loft do indeed have Minfilia in their custody. Hi, honey. For the present, they are holding her there, but we can be certain they will move her to Yomor ere long. Should that happen, we may be forced to give her up as lost. So if we mean to act, we should do so quickly. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask that you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium. Okay.